and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Rainbow Warriors will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Looking for room, it's Scott. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. The 40.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Using his feet. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Pressure coming, looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He rifles one deep down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Blue 22, Blues, go! They're going back to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
To the air, it's Hayes. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the right. Grabs it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Mitchell. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, North Dakota State!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They're going to run it to the right. Finding some room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air, it's Hayes. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Scott. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback making adjustments. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hawaii! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Using his legs, it's Scott.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. To throw, it's Hayes. Makes the grab down the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Finds a man in the middle. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one
got it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Can't hang on, he muffs it. From inside the 10, here he comes. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Scott. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Hayes. Going for 6. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. As productive as these 2 offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Headed outside, it's Scott. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete in the middle. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The run inside. It's Mitchell. He'll be brought down at the 5 yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Hawaii calls its 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Ready. Hawaii team. Level. Western. Chip. Sweep. Hydro. Rock. Go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Makes the grab inbounds.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. He'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the
throws it deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Finds a seam. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Escapes the pressure going right. Hums it downfield. Finds a man on the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. The corner's going to give them room. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's Texas A&M coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. At the 35, he's got room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back.
There's a crease. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Extending the play. He turns it loose to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. This time he's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Rainbow Warriors go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Rainbow Warriors, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Hawaii! They take the lead with the 6.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Dropping back, it's Hayes. Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Release to the back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for it.
And he makes it past the 1st down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown in the direction.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side of the field, but you got to be able to read the coverage in front, and that's really good timing, getting the ball out of your hands, knowing when he's going to come open, and putting the ball right on.
Using his legs, it's Mitchell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Extra point here will tie the game.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Hawaii calls it second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This should be the last play of the quarter. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Crosses the 30. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So first down will open up the final period.
Here we go. Ready? Go, go.
Running behind that left side. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
For First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Second down, he'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Hayes. Rushes on him. And down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Running inside, it's Mitchell. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Booster.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Here we go, ready.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Fires to the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure. Tight.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He's open on the right. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the red zone, it's Mitchell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. He wants it all. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Number 77, set to advance on the football.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Score is deadlocked and the clock is winding down.
Sweep. Jack.
Might be changing the route. The run inside. It's Barfield. Running through contact. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss, move the chains.
Ready, go!
Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Getting everybody to the line and set. Got to spike it, stop the clock, and get the field goal unit on. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my...
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to hit the extra point and make it a touchdown game, and there might be 2 more plays left. The kickoff, maybe 1 more snap with the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, a last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.